Hello, today we're going to talk about survival books. And you see here I got my survival light on and my survival hat. I'm ready to go to the wilderness. Let's talk about the first book. This is called Touching Spiritbear. This has been around a while. Excellent story about a Native American young man who is actually living in the city. And he gets in trouble, like in Chicago or somewhere. And he gets in trouble with the police, and so the judge sends him back to the Native American tribe he's from in Alaska, and they decide that he needs to connect closer to his roots, and so they put him on an island by himself for a year. He has to survive. Okay. This one is similar in that it takes place in Alaska as well, and a young man and his dog are washed overboard when they're from their dad's commercial fishing vessel, and they end up also on an island in Alaska that is uninhabited, and they need to survive as well. And that one has a dog in it. This one, Raft, this girl, she lives in Hawaii, and one day she is like in the busy part of the tourist area in Hawaii, and she's staying with her aunt, and some guy comes up and he bothers her, and she kind of freaks her out, so she takes a plane home. She's not from one of the major islands. She lives out on a research station or something, and you have to fly there, but she doesn't tell anybody she's on the plane, because it's like last minute, and it's like a government research plane or something. Anyway, the plane crashes, and she gets out and is stranded on a raft in the Pacific Ocean. And nobody knows she's there. This is the oldest one in the group. I read this actually when I was about your age, I guess. On my side of the mountain, a boy decides that he wants to live in the wilderness. And so he leaves town. He leaves his mom and his brother and sister. Is there a brother or sister? I can't remember. Anyway, he goes and lives in the wilderness by himself for a year. And it's pretty interesting. He in this book, he actually plans it. So, he goes to the store and buys, a backpack, a sleeping bag, and all that stuff. And heads for the wilderness and tries to live by himself for a year. Historical. This one by Scott Odell, Island of the Blue Dolphins. Excellent author. He a Native American girl, young woman in 200 years ago, and she gets stranded on an island. The tribe she's living with decides they're going to leave the island, and so they all pack up their stuff and head off the island, but she ends up stranded there by herself. And after she waits and waits and waits for ships to come, finally decides that maybe she's stuck there, huh? Yeah. But she wish she had this light, right? Right? Lots of great survival stories, excellent reads, lots of excitement, and also, if you're kind of an outdoorsy person like me, they're fun. Okay? Happy reading.